Welcome. In this video we identify the legislation governing noise so that you are aware of your rights, particularly if you are a victim of noise, as well as your responsibility towards your fellow citizens. Welcome. My name is Sean McGregor of ecoleges Environmental Consultants based in Mpumalanga, South Africa. And we're on a mission to empower all South Africans to protect their environment through the correct interpretation and application of our environmental legislation. So if you want to learn how our environmental law applies to you to avoid unnecessary and costly mistakes, or if you simply want to increase your knowledge and skills to reduce your reliance on external consultants, then you'll want to subscribe to this channel. You can do that by swiping your mouse over the icon to the bottom right hand side of your screen. Don't forget to click on the bell notification icon, and if you do benefit from these videos or you know of anyone else who can, we would sincerely appreciate your support to help and spread the message by liking them. Thank you. So let's get started. The title of this video is When is Noise Too Loud? Noise is a natural consequence of interacting with our environment, but in certain instances it can be intrusive and even dangerous. Fortunately, South African law through the Environment Conservation Act, that is ECA, or provincial ordinances coupled with municipal bylaws protect South African citizens from intolerable noise pollution. Now, I said ECA or provincial ordinances for good reason. Although NEMA, that is the National Environmental Management Act, did not repeal Section 25 of ECA, including the noise control regulations published in terms of Section 25 of ECA, some provinces did repeal the noise control regulations and then promulgate their own regulations, including Gauteng, the Free State, and the Western Cape. The Eastern Cape has also published their own proposed noise control regulations. The legislation differentiates between two kinds of noise, a disturbing noise and a noise nuisance. A disturbing noise is objective. It is a scientifically measurable noise level which is generally compared with the existing ambient noise level. So in terms of ECA, a disturbing noise means a noise level which exceeds the zone sound level, or if no zone sound level has been designated, then a noise level which exceeds the ambient sound level at the same measuring point by 7 decibels or more. Now, our local municipal bylaws, or the bylaws for our nearest city, that is Nelspruit, or the city of Mbombela, relating to streets, public places, the prevention of noise disturbance and noise nuisance, shares the same definition as ECA for a disturbing noise. Conversely, a noise nuisance is a subjective measure. Our municipal bylaws definition for a noise nuisance is very similar to ECA's definition, which means any sound which disturbs or impairs or may disturb or impair the convenience or peace of any person. Section 3 of ECA's noise control regulations provide for some general prohibitions involving, for example, township establishment, road vehicles, open-air music festivals, and the operating hours when using power equipment for construction. Section 4 provides for the prohibition of a disturbing noise, which reads, "No person shall make, produce, or cause a disturbing noise, or allow it to be made, produced, or caused by any person, animal, machine, device, or apparatus, or any combination thereof." Then Section 5 prohibits any person from causing various forms of a noise nuisance, such as operating a lawnmower, owning a pet, playing a radio too loudly, ringing a bell, or building on a residential premises. The prohibitions in the city of Mbombela's bylaw are similar but not identical to the provisions provided in ECA's noise control regulations, so I do recommend reading them together. What I do find interesting and worth noting is a provision contained in the local authority's bylaw relating to the imposition of timeframes in a residential area. No person may make any loud noise from 10 o'clock in the evening until 6 o'clock in the morning from a Monday to a Saturday. And on a Sunday, it is from 8 o'clock in the evening until 6 o'clock in the morning. ECA's noise control regulations gives local authorities extensive powers to regulate noise. However, the responsibility for administering these regulations was actually devolved to provincial level control in 1996. It's just that only certain provinces have since stepped up to bat, including Gauteng, the Western Cape and the Free State. The Eastern Cape has also published proposed noise control regulations. Now, because all this noise stuff has been written into law, any person who contravenes a provision in section 325 relating to those prohibitions I discussed earlier is liable to a fine not exceeding 20,000 Rand and or imprisonment not exceeding 2 years. I suspect there would be similar penalties contained in any of the local municipal bylaws. So to answer the title, when is noise too loud? Well, that is really dependent on each individual and how sensitive they are. But legally speaking, one could measure the noise levels objectively and prove that it is a disturbing noise. Alternatively, one could argue and motivate that it is a noise nuisance, particularly if it is in contravention of a provision contained either in the regs and or municipal bylaw. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I hope this was helpful and thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. I'll include the ECA regulations, noise control regulations and a Mbombela local municipality bylaw in the description below. If you have joined the MP and Nkosi tiers of our membership program, then you'll receive an additional video. We give some practical examples of noise levels that can be expected in certain or typical environments so that you can learn to gauge what level of noise does a particular sound make. We touch on another piece of legislation regulating noise in a small way, and we also then give or explain recourse for remedying excessive noise if you are the victim of noise. If you haven't joined our membership program yet, then check it out on Patreon. Otherwise, if you're simply looking for a consultant to help you with a once-off project, you're welcome to visit our website. And I do recommend, check out our previous video. It's entitled When Not to Burn. We explain the do's and don'ts of open air fires. And the next one, we cover another form of air pollution, specifically dust control. Right, so subscribe, click on the bell notification icon. If you know of anyone else who can benefit, please like the video. We appreciate the support. Keep strong. Thank you, and God bless.